The Cybertruck exploded in Las Vegas. What caused the fire? We all know now it was a bomb. But in the early minutes, hours of the news, there was some discussion, some controversy. There were people who said, well, it was a battery-powered car and they're more prone to fires. And that's what caused it. And the CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, was vocal on Twitter, on X, defending the company, and he said, gas-powered vehicles, they're powered by a combustion engine. There's an explosion happening all the time. It's right there in the name, combustion. It's driving around a flammable liquid. What a car is, gas-powered car, is it's an explosive force channeled with a steering wheel, with brakes, where the explosion is harnessed to move the car forward. If it's not harnessed that way, instead of being productive, it's destructive. It just blows up. The pasuk describes Yosef v'hunar. Yosef was awake. Yosef miloshin hisoirus, the Sefarno says, which means Yosef's midah was this: the passion, the emotion, the impulsiveness, being ignited. And Yosef in this parsha starts out with a certain anger directed towards the brothers for what they did to him, for now refusing to leave Binyamin. And the way Yehuda, Vayigash of Yehuda, the way Yehuda confronts Yosef is a lesson in how to diffuse anger, to meet it not with emotion, but with dispassionate, deliberate analysis. With the seichel, Yehuda represents lahoros lefanav. Yehuda was sent lahoros, to guide. Yehuda's the steering wheel, that dispassionate intellect. The Medrash brings the pasuk in Mishlei. Vayigash elav Yehuda, like the Medrash, the pasuk in Mishlei says, davur al oifanov, that a word is spoken on its different aspects, its different facets. Ma oifan zeh, just like a wheel is nira mikol tzad, you can see it from all sides. That's what Yehuda was doing. That's what chachma, sichli, analysis is. Rav Aaron Lopiansky explains, it is to look at something from all its sides. Yes, you said that Binyamin's not here, that we refuse to keep Binyamin. But let me step back for a second, take a deep breath, and let's look at all sides of the issue. There's us, there's our father, he's old, and yes, you did say that we need to bring Binyamin, but look, I'm as good, I'm better as a servant than he will be. Look at the consequences. That's what yeshiva study does for you. It helps you understand all sides of the issue, the two sides of the machlokas, not just one issue. The Sfas Emes writes that Yaakov, Hakol Kol Yaakov, if the Yaakov represents kol, voice, speech, that consists of two components, hevel and dibur. Hevel is the raw power, the heat, the breath. That's represented by Yosef. Beis Yosef lahava, Yosef is the flame. And Yehuda is the dibur. Yehuda gives it that structure, like the pasuk says, davar davur, like we had in the Daf Yomi the past week. Dabar echad lador v'lo shnei dabar mador. Dabar, the word speech means to lead, a guide. That's what Yehuda represents. The Haftarah talks about the eights of Yehuda and the eights of Yosef being brought together, because when these two are brought together, the energy of Yosef and the guidance of Yehuda, that's when Klal Yisrael as a whole moves forward. One without the other, it doesn't work. You have the explosive energy, this can just be destructive on its own, but you have great guidance without the power moving it forward, it doesn't work. And each of us, when you're in an argument, in a situation where someone is dealing with it from an emotional perspective, where they only see one side, you come at it like Yehuda, to step back from the emotions, from the passions, and look at all sides of the issue and bring that sichli, that chachma, that analysis to it. It's why the boys, the na'arim, who are filled with new ambitions and drives and passions and desires, we put them in yeshiva where they exercise this faculty, this discipline, to be patient, to be deliberate, to be dispassionate, to look at an issue from all sides before making a decision. It's why a shidduch is suggested first. not just a random channel of the emotional side, of the lahava. And lahavdil in law school, we were talking about it the other night, they're not looking for the bottom line, they're looking for, on the one hand, on the other hand, to be able to argue all sides of an issue in ofan, like a wheel. That's how to bring the chachma. So it's something that each of us can put into practice in our lives. You don't just follow something with your emotion, with your impulse. You have to lead with your Yehuda. You have to lead with your sichli, your analysis. Look at all sides of the issue. Figure out what's right, what's emes, and then unleash your Yosef, unleash your lahava, channeling in that chamber to direct you to be productive, to do the right thing. And that will bring us as individuals and collectively as Klal Yisrael, bring the Eitz Yosef and the Eitz Yehuda, v'karev v'sam echad al echad, they will become unified, these two forces, and that will bring us on the right direction, the direction of Geula, b'meher v'yameinu, amen.